Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Nat's Numbers. I am Nat, and I am here today to talk about being a life path number 6, the blessing and the curse. So if this is you, I like to call you the archetype of the lover, the caregiver, the nurturer, the healer, the beautifier, and maybe even the divine parent. Now, all of these words are pointing to a particular mission that you possess on this life path. And this mission is about feeding, nurturing, nourishing what needs to grow, about creating a function, a structure, an order for that which needs help and assistance in this world, of using love as a transformative and beautifying force in your life. Now, with every single life path, when you're born, you are asked to develop certain traits to become an expert, a master of this path, to become proficient. And one of the first things that was asked of you was responsibility at a very young age. You had the ability to respond to the needs of others. So you were probably in a role of being a parent, of being a caretaker to some degree, or where you were the glue that kept everything from falling apart. A second trait that you had was duty. You have this deep moral obligation to family, to your community or society, to a cultural or religious tradition. You feel like you need to be the good person who does the right thing. Another really unique trait to you is how warm and loving you are. You have this amazing emotional consideration and regard for other people, and it makes you a fantastic counselor, a fantastic coach who can give out advice and know how to help other people. You are service-oriented. You are all about resourcing and aiding and supplying other people with what they need. There is a very specific focus for sixes that's interesting, and the focus is typically on family and domestic life. So family and love is probably one of the most important things to you. You really want to make sure that that is safeguarded and protected. Now, let's talk about the blessing and the curse of being a life path number 6. The blessing here is that you have the ability to feed what you want to grow. So it's like you can just touch the soil and see a flower bloom before your eyes. That's how amazing this superpower of responsibility and caregiving is. It can be an incredibly rewarding path. But what every 6th life path falls into is the curse of getting lost, losing yourself, misplacing yourself in the needs of others. So let me give you an example in celebrity culture. You've got Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, Charlie Sheen, all people that represent the predominant 6 archetype. And all of these people are people who are very gifted. They have a deep emotional regard in their artistic work. But their whole careers were centered around paycheck by paycheck, their family, their lineage needing money for survival or needing status for fulfilling some sort of past failure in the family. So everybody in their family was relying on them, relying on their work, and relying on what they were doing for survival. That is the extreme of being the 6th life path. And every single one of these individuals at one point went off the deep end. They went into escapism in certain ways because consciously they couldn't say no. Because they felt that if they said, no, I'm no longer going to do this for you, I'm no longer going to be depleting myself to take care of you. They couldn't do that consciously because as a 6th life path, it feels like one of the most painful things in the whole world. It feels like death. So they had to go into drugs. They had to go into other avenues to try to get away from this unrealistic expectation of responsibility. So here is the lesson of being the 6th life path. It is absolutely imperative that you learn how to give and caretake and beautify in such a way that regenerates you. You have to let go of this idea that you have to suffer and sacrifice for another person's good. In fact, what numerology teaches is that the 6 is a sort of a divine parent. It's actually written like a big pregnant woman. And just like when you're in an airplane or something, you learn that when you have a child, you have to put on that oxygen mask first. When you are a pregnant woman, you can't just feed the child, like with a tube or something. You have to feed it through yourself. You have to feed the embryo through the conduit of you and what makes you feel inspired. So remember, you need to give in such a way that regenerates and inspires you. So if you guys have any questions about being a sixth life path in regards to health, career, money, love, please comment and let me know. And if you're a sixth life path, let me know what experiences, challenges, and triumphs you've had in your life. I'll talk with you guys later. Bye.